Hiya. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eden Kitchen, but you can call me NK. Before we start this video, please like, share, and of course, subscribe. Thank you very much as you support this channel. For the first time in my life, yes, for the first time in my life, I decided to just be vulnerable and, you know, come out and say, oh, this is what it is. I already took the bold step of traveling to a different country that I've never been to in a wheelchair and crutches. So what harm could it possibly do to come on here and keep you guys updated and tell you guys what has been going on with me for the past 3 months. Now, for someone that has faced the rot, for lack of a better word, of social media dragging, I had to learn how to keep my life private because not everybody really cares or wishes you well. And honestly, I'm such a private person even prior to that. But after like being in the public, when you're in the public eye like that, you have to learn how to show people just as much as you're willing to share. I also didn't want anyone to start feeling sorry for me. I wasn't ready for the sympathy. So that was also another reason why I kept this situation private. But I'll get into it and let you guys know what has been going on for the past 3 months, regardless of the fact that I've been on Instagram sharing, laughing, and joking with you guys. Life has been lifing. But like I said, it goes on. I think it's crazy how one day you're at the gym going heavy, squats, hip thrusts, or you're somewhere in a restaurant with your friends, or you're at the beach having a good time, and the next minute you are being wheeled into emergency room of a hospital. And that was exactly what happened. I went from the beach, got off the jetty, and straight to the emergency room of a hospital. Now, I don't even want to go into the pain, the discomfort, the irritation I went through, especially the first 6 weeks. I would scratch, I would cry at night. And it was so crazy because I was like, why? Why me? Like, what did I do to deserve this? I'm such a sweet person. I'm such a kind person. But life really doesn't care about those things when things happen. It could have been anyone. And at some point, I had to realize that truly God will not give you something that you cannot handle. There were so many restrictions that came with it, but I had to look, I was forced to look on the bright side. And I'm still happy that I made that decision because it's so easy to get depressed over things like this. But I chose to go the route of just being happy. I've had 3 different casts. I'm on the third one now. I've done x-ray upon x-ray. I've taken supplements, calcium, vitamins. It's been a very crazy journey and every day comes with its own challenges. I'm also going to point out that I'm so grateful to God for keeping people around me that have been so instrumental in my recovery. My friends have been at it just every day, checking up on me, buying me food, just coming to stay and gist with me, watch movies with me and my family. I have felt the limitations this fracture has caused, but I haven't felt it at the point that I am extra sad. I remember when they told me, look, this is a fracture, because that night I was like, just bandage it, man, they go zaza, this and that. And by the time, like after 3 hours and the x-ray came out and all, I was like, listen, you have a fracture. It's like you can do surgery or you can wear your cast for 4 to 6 weeks. I'm like, 4 to 6 weeks? No, this, that. I didn't even know that the 4 to 6 weeks was just the start. Until it got to 10 weeks, 12 weeks. And at some point, I'm like, you know what? Whatever. It will heal when it heals. X-ray upon x-ray, medicine upon medicine. It gets tiring. And every day I show up on Instagram. I take pictures. My photographer will be like, oh, come on, let's do it. You can do this. I'll wear something long. I'm limping. I'm leaning on the wall. Because I'm like, I have to do things that make me happy, things that keep me grounded, things that I don't want people to start asking, oh, NK, where are you? Because I promised myself I want to be really dedicated on my Instagram. I want to be dedicated in my business. And it's so, so hard. But I show up and I do it. And I'm such a strong person if you know me at all. But I show up and I show out. People invite me for stuff, weddings, I've missed my friends' weddings, dedications, store openings, so many things. And because I don't want people to start feeling sorry for me, it's like, it's fine. I make up excuses except for my inner circle that know what's up and people on my close friends list that have been updated from the onset. Nobody actually knows, and my family, obviously, and my friends, nobody actually knows. People on Instagram come and, we all laugh and play. I look at people having the time of their life walking, and you tend to realize that walking with two legs is so underrated. Trust me, you can have a fractured arm, you would function just fine. But with your leg, that is the foundation of your body. My left leg has been supporting my whole body. Using crutches, I had to learn how to use crutches. It was so tasking. I would sweat going upstairs and coming down. It's been so crazy. And this is me being as vulnerable as I can, because this is not something I would typically do. The whole plan was get better and life goes on, but why? This is also to document, to know that there was a time in my life where it wasn't all rosy for me, but I still scaled through and I still showed up, and it still happened. Like, I'm talking right now and I have a cast on my leg. It's crazy. Anyway, there's been a lot of lessons learned over the past 3 months plus. I've learned the importance of self-care, that just because you are not working like you used to be doesn't mean you neglect your nails or your hair or your wax appointments. You actually have to take care of yourself like you usually would. You have to eat your vegetables, drink your water, the things that you would typically do. Maybe the ones that don't involve too much movement to stress your leg, do them. The things that make you happy, the movies you watch, the books you read. It took me a while, but I had to get back into that routine. And I realized that the moment I got back into the routine of taking pictures for my Instagram, watching movies, writing, reading, doing my nails, going for my hair appointments, I started feeling better. I started feeling like, you know what? It's just a temporary situation. It could have been bad, but God said no. It could have been bad. God said no. So why do you have to sit inside and sulk and cry? Because I remember the second time they told me, look, the fracture hasn't healed. You still have to wear this for another 4 to 6 weeks. I went home and I cried. I was bawling. You know the crying, those ugly going. I was crying. Because I'm like, I thought I would heal before my birthday, but I wouldn't. Why? That's why I said, you know what? I'm going to go on that trip. It took me 9 weeks to get that South African visa. I would go on that trip and I would have the time of my life, restriction or not. There's been so much lessons learned, but God has been amazing. God has been wonderful. And I'm just grateful to Him for giving me the strength to be able to go through and still go through this phase. Throughout this whole ordeal, I've had the strongest support from my family and from my friends. It's been so overwhelming. It's been so amazing. They've made the journey so easy for me. And I'm so happy and grateful to God that I have them in my life. If there are any questions you would like to ask me as regards this fracture, or you're going through something like this, or know someone that's going through something like this, please feel free to share the video with them. It's not easy, but God is amazing. But according to Les Brown, you must tell yourself, no matter how hard it is or how hard it gets, I am going to make it. And it's the same thing where they say that, you never know how strong you are until being strong is the only option you have. It's been a very crazy journey for me, and I'm going to keep you guys updated. We can go through this journey together until I get better by the grace of God. Thank you guys so much for the support. This has not been the easiest video for me to make. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please like, share, subscribe. I understand that you may want to start telling me sorry. I really don't want sympathy. I've had enough of it for 3 months. So some words of encouragement would be highly appreciated. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Oh, please like, share, subscribe. You don't really say that. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye.